This is the solar system setup. And here is the tea that I ended up putting in to keep it from siphoning off, which is one of the tips that you put in to irrigate. And then just wrap it around one time and drop it back over in the barrel. It seems to be putting air back in the line after it's done pumping. Let's see it functioning. Alright, drips. And then it runs down here. And set two of the spikes out in the bucket to see it dripping. But it does go all the way down to right about there. I don't need water right now because it did dump out half of the barrel overnight. See, now it's cut off. This part's going to put air in the tube up on the deck. And once the residual drips stop, it won't siphon off anymore.
It's working out very, very nicely. The reservoir is about 20 gallons. I think it's 20 or 22. The draw line has a filter on it. The probe, not only does it have one end goes all the way down to the bottom, and then as it starts to run out of water, there's a shorter probe that hangs up above, and it actually signals to let you know. The pumping is quite adequate. I had a passion fruit that I rooted from a cutting. I was doing poorly. They like to be kept quite wet, especially if they're in good full sunshine. This is the possum purple, which passion fruit, which I also bought on Amazon. And I think you can see it's no big giant spray of water, but you don't want a big giant spray. You want something that's just a nice steady drip. This one dripping down on the onions. All right. Goodbye now. Living in paradise. Presently at the community garden. See you later. Bye-bye.
Okay, so I mounted the solar pump right here. You can see the lines go down into my rather big bucket because I was running out of water because we have 10 plants hooked up right now. You can see 3 down here, and we can see, let me turn it on quickly. And here's you can see it dripping. Drips pretty nicely. And then we made it go across the step. We went across the step here and ran it over to the other side so that we could get the plants on the other side. There's 3 of those there. And then we don't have this part finished because I ran out of irrigation. But zoom it up there, Allie. And you can see we've got the ferns hooked up here. And again, I've got to edit this whole setup here because I ran out. I just ordered more.
tab little screw at the end of this one, because if the water flows out of this, the other spigots don't get good pressure. So you either have to put a blue piece at the end screw, or I would maybe melt the side. You don't want it to flow out of this side, out of the end of it.
Okay, I just bought this in May. Finally got it hooked up. I've been busy. Unfortunately, I'm out of the time frame for return now. But as you can see here, try turning it on, nothing happens. Sometimes it'll turn on and then this side will flash red, and it'll run for about 30 seconds. I'm assuming it's because it has no power. This has been sitting outside in the sun all day long today, and it's been over 100 degrees out, direct sunlight, nothing. Brand new. And unfortunately, I can't return it.